Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network, and we're broadcasting live, of course, from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport under permission of this young lady, who is the CEO of this
lady.
of this facility.
I'll take it.
Nicole Noll-Williams, CEO of the Capital Region International Airport.
Yeah.
So let's do a kind of a retrospect. How did 23 go?
Yeah, so look at the passenger service side. We're excited that we had Velo Airlines join the Lansing Airport with services to Orlando International Airport. We've got Apple Vacations coming back really strong this next year, but even this past year was a record year for them. We started back in 2010 with international service from Lansing with 15 flights to Cancun for the entire season. This past year, we had 58 international flights. So Cancun, Punta Cana, Montego Bay, all nonstop. You clear customs right here at the Lansing Airport. So if you haven't had the opportunity to be able to use the services, definitely.
We've talked about this before, but things like that and how they expand your market.
Yeah.
I mean, you get people driving down from the Upper Peninsula.
We do. We have folks across the border. We actually, with this relationship, which was exciting for me because I was basically speed dating with, Apple Vacations for years before we even opened up our international facilities. So the understanding that it takes 2-3 years to even get to this place where we have aircrafts available and crews available to be able to make things happen. But we went from that to them closing their nonstop charters out of Detroit and moved everything to Lansing because this central location really helps to draw folks in, and the ease of working with us as partners. It's been a great relationship.
It's interesting. People forget this. We're one of the few airports in the state of Michigan where our market region is all land.
Yes.
I mean, when you look at Grand Rapids, you look at Detroit, a lot of their region is over water.
That's right.
How many people live there?
Yeah, you look at that hour drive, 3.6 million people in population, is like, how do you pull those folks in for various services like the Velo service to Orlando? Yeah. And the international service, it expands even farther than that. As you said, we've got folks from the UP or from Traverse City. And
and the exciting part is we're filling those planes.
We are.
And they're happy, and so...
Yeah, last year was great. This year, there's still a lot of seats in Cancun, so folks are still looking. Of course, the immediate look is high school and college spring breaks. Those are pretty much full. It's all the other times that there's a lot of availability that's still there for folks that are interested in getting a break away from the cold and snow that's coming.
Just so you know, I'm getting 2 seats on that Cancun flight.
That's right.
All right, I'm in pursuit of those as we speak.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about the construction that's been going on here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of dust in the air.
We do. It's been expanding our cargo ramp. So again, going back and looking at our master plan that the airport has put in place and looking at some of those key projects. So when I came on board a little over 2.5 years ago, it was looking at those key initiatives, those key projects that we need to help support our tenants. And one of them was expanding the cargo ramp. When we start looking at UPS and their suppliers that are supporting them as well, they were using up a majority of that cargo ramp space. So if there's going to be future growth, if we look at Michigan Economic Development Corporation developing something new in Upper Michigan or in the UP, we really have to make sure that we've got the services that are available to support next day operations. So, we're coming into peak season, and so that expansion of about 7 football fields is making it a little bit easier for UPS to operate in and out. And peak season, November to February, you got everybody purchasing their products, ending up at your front door the next day, right? And then you have the return of those and the exchanges after the holiday season.
Yeah, I think people don't realize the place that we have here at the Lansing Region Airport, and part of that is that we're huge in cargo. But number 2 in the state of Michigan?
2 or 3, depending on services. Yeah. So we're looking at, of course, for UPS, this is their main hub located in this region, and it is all next day that's on those aircrafts, and as well as some Amazon Air products are on that aircraft as well. So it's been a great partnership. If anything, we're looking at how can we help support them.
You want to project it all? You want to give us a little insight into, because I know you've been doing some strategic planning, but I mean, you're anticipating some things happening in '24.
Yeah, we've got a few projects, we did receive an economic development grant to help provide some funding into utilities into a greenfield area that we have. So looking at all the land that the airport has and how can we turn around and stop mowing the land and lease it for manufacturing and future projects. So there's a few things that are pending for this next year that hopefully all get tied up with bows on them, and we're able to start sharing some of the great things that our current tenants and new tenants are looking at putting in place.
Okay, and bear in mind, I have no particular insight on this, but logically, I look at the fact that when you're filling planes, that operator generally wants more of that.
That's right, yeah.
So I think in '24, maybe we can look at some announcements.
We could, yeah. The exciting thing is we're seeing some improvements in schedules with Delta Airlines. Of course, connecting you from here to Detroit to anywhere in the world. And it's weighing out those options for folks in this region. You get extra points and miles. So if you're looking at trying to establish status, that's one of the key benefits. You also look at the ease of getting in and out of our airport. Since I've been back, I've taken, multiple trips, and they've all been in and out of Lansing, and knock on wood, I haven't been tied up with any delays or issues. So it's been a very positive experience. American Airlines, DC service, Chicago service. So we've had some great wins in getting back to retaining what we currently have. The biggest thing is more use.
And we're looking forward to more.
Yeah.
So let's do that. All right, Nicole Noll-Williams, thanks so much for being with us, CEO of the Capital Region International Airport. And you've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.